Hello, and welcome back to another episode of Beer Addiction with Mike. Today we're going to be drinking another one of my home brews. This is going to be Coffee Stout. Now, a couple things to say about this. When I say Coffee Stout, what do I mean? I mean that I have infused this with a pound of coffee. Not this bottle, but my whole batch, which gave me around 40 plus bottles. So we're looking at some powerful stout right here. Now, I didn't use a lot of malt, so the coffee really comes through from what I've tasted beforehand, and well, let's go through it and we'll see what happens. So, have my nice Saint Ambroise glass. I love this tall glass. I absolutely adore it. Nice. So we have here really nice head. Ooh, some nice sweet flavors are coming through. It's actually been about 2 to 3 weeks since I've had one of these. It's a little over a month old now in the bottle, so I'm sure it's a lot different than since I've tasted it. Considering I had it when it was just about 2 weeks right into the bottle. So a lot happens between now and then. Even if it's a low gravity beer, meaning I didn't use a lot of malt, there wasn't as much sugar. So this is actually, the base for this is a Cooper's kit, which is one of the pre-hopped kits you can get at your home brewing store. And I added a bunch of stuff, my own hops, a little bit more malt. So yeah, there's sweetness. I actually don't smell that much of the coffee, so maybe that's dissipated a little bit. Let's go in for a taste to see. Oh. Yeah, no, the coffee's still there. It's actually gone way down in, like, smack you right in the face kind of espresso bitterness. That's had to have cut in half. Wow, that's just showing the dramatic change that you can experience when leaving your homebrew in the bottle. So I'd have to say, after tasting that this beer has a shorter lifespan than some of the other ones I've made. Just because it's nice when it has that real kick. That's what I did it for. So besides that, for a stout, this has to have one of the most clean finishes that I've ever experienced. Besides a little bit of residual kind of, that feeling you get with espressos, like a little bit of coffee on the back of the throat, it just plows right through. This is your ideal summer stout. No doubt about that. Let's get another mouthfeel to kind of capture a little bit more of what I'm talking about. There's actually like really sweet smells coming through that wasn't there before. And you know what? I wasn't going to say anything because it didn't really come through before. But what I am smelling is the vanilla that I added. I used fresh vanilla beans instead of extract because I've heard it's a much better way to do it. And that sweetness that's coming through is definitely vanilla. Next time, I'm going to leave it in secondary fermentation for about 2 weeks instead of 5 days. It'll produce a better beer. I'd say there's really not a lot of body to this beer. It's one thing I don't like about it. It's very thin, as I'll quote someone who's tasted it. I definitely agree that it doesn't have enough malt character. I will definitely add more next time. I wouldn't add any bittering agents to this, so no hops, just because that espresso really has a nice little teeny bitterness to set it off. And yeah, besides that, this, ladies and gentlemen, is the Espresso Stout. And that's all. Thanks for joining Mike on Beer Addiction, and hope to see you next time. Ciao.